And hello again, Internet. Ah yeah, we're back. More Phantasy Star. Well, at least I think we're back. My stream monitoring side over here is not showing it. There we go. Alright, so now we're back. Now I can tell that we're back. Alright, yeah, we're back. Phantasy Star. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just continue. We left off here. I went to the one building twice. Or the one tower enough times that it should be everything. Now, I still think we're missing something. I'm gonna go finish these quests that we'd been doing. Well, quest 1. But there was others available. Hopefully available at any rate. So let's go ahead and try to finish this. This time at least I did look up where the damn shortcake was. Somewhere stupid. So of course I missed it. Something hard to find, but of course I missed it. Because why wouldn't I? Alright, let's fly back to... Rio? And it's one of these things where you have to go around the outside of the town, apparently. See? Oh, look! It's a shop! Welcome! This is the Nara Cake Shop. Okay. You just sell shortcake. No, wait, you can't carry anything. Oh my god, you're kidding. I'm sorry about the inconvenient location of this bakery. Very inconvenient. I need to ditch something. I don't know what to ditch. Yeah, the last armor. Discard. Yes. Alright, now I can buy it. Okay, so now we have the shortcake. There's 3 towns the dog had been showing up in. One of them was Crub. It's not going to be here right now. Oh, it is here. Okay. Whimper! Alright, here's your favorite food. Shortcake. Now, of course, the shortcake would be in the town the dog is from. Now's our opportunity. Let's hurry and take him back with us to Oedo. Oh, thank you. Great job. Only to be expected from a hunter. My daughter is overjoyed. I'll send the agreed-upon commission to the guild. Yahoo, yahoo! Rock is back. Hooray, hooray! No wonder he ran away. Woof, woof. Ah, you like that kind of treatment? How does a dog that's so fat run so fast? Alright. While we're in town, let's sell some of this shit. I technically don't need this, but I'm going to keep it. Again. Stardew. Blah, blah, blah. Repair kit. Dynamite. I don't know if I need that or not, but I'm going to keep it. Silver Tusk, Soul Dews. God, I have a lot of Soul Dews and Stardews. More than I need. Keep the guard shield. Ditch the sword. That's a lot of money. Ditch the rod. Ditch the crown. I'm pretty sure I can buy the crown again if I need to. Those I don't know about. Now, let's go get that reward, that huge reward for completing a mission. Yeah. Move. Pay up. Good job. Congratulations on a job well done. Please accept your commission of 2,000. The stuff I sold was worth multiple times that, but yeah. That was one interesting dog. Perhaps it's a trait that he has in common with you. Don't be ridiculous. Welcome! Prince of Lives of Hunters. The enrollment area is over there. For those of you hunters already joined, let's give you information about available job listings. Currently listings are... Hey, everything's available. Sweet! Unless there's one that goes away. Hey, Sensei! Oh my god, an animated thing. What the hell? I like that one. Hey, Sensei, how are you? The missing student. We have a request from the caretaker of the student dorms in Paeta. One of the students entrusted to our care has disappeared. Please find her. That's the message. This certainly doesn't seem to be the caliber of work for a hunter. The fee offered is 3,000. Will you respond to this? Yes. In that case, please go to the student dorms in Paeta and get more details directly from the caretaker. The dorms are located in the northwest region of Paeta. I didn't bonk my head on the ceiling? Northwest region, so over here. Maybe. Oh, you're the hunter from the guild? Please help! The fact of the matter is that one of the female students living here is missing. Apparently she has become an enthusiastic devotee of some kind of religion and just up and left. I thought the infatuation would pass eventually, she'd come back, but she still hasn't. I have the terrible responsibility of being entrusted with the care of another's child. With a blunder like this, even the Academy's reputation could be tarnished. Please, yeah, they don't care about the health of the kid, just our reputation. Please, could you bring her back before things become known to the public? See what I mean? I'd appreciate the trouble you're putting you through. Don't care about the kid's safety, just, oh god, I hope no one finds out about this. So, where else could it possibly be? Alright, so gotta find where the student could be. Zio, I wonder what that's all about. I don't remember going to church. Zio's dead. Oh, you guys stop. Even if Zio's defeated, I'll keep on believing him. Oh, Zio the Holy One. Oh, Zio the Holy One! Okay. So she's doing that again. Yeah, Zio's dead. I don't know what these guys are doing. What? Where is this? I want to go back to Paeta. Yes, let's go back to Paeta. You'll take me back? Thank you. Hey, you. Are you alright? I'm hungry. Looks like she'd been eating regularly. She's pretty weak. She should be given something nutritious to eat. Hey, I have something! Something nutritious. Hey, you're holding a pearl mate. Does that bring back memories? That has high nutritional value. I used to eat those back in the old days. Let's see. Let's give it to this girl. Yes, let's. Oh, what has happened to me? Thank goodness you've revived. Now let's go back to Paeta. Hey, Shy. So that's all. I knew I was keeping these items on me for a reason. Thank you so much. Now we can keep up appearances at the storm. See, he does not care one bit that she disappeared. Her health was in danger. No, just, oh God, my reputation is safe. Hey, Wassian. I looked up where the cake was. And now we're doing the side quests. We shall remit the agreed upon fee to the guild. Oh, and also, I would appreciate it if you could keep this matter to yourselves. See, does not care about the students' well-being. Just that, hey, no one found out. Now to reap that huge reward. Yeah, that's annoying. I should have known it'd be somewhere like that. Granted, it was due to Zio's spell, but how could a human being change so drastically? It sure is scary. Welcome. Yeah, we've heard the spill. Just give me the missions already! Fisher of Fear. This is a request from Eddie that lives in Monson. My son has fallen into a crack in the earth. Please help my son. That is the message. The fee is 5,000. Will you take it? Yes. In that case, please go to Monson and get further details directly from Eddie. Eddie's house is located in the east part of Monson, right in the middle of the cracks from the earthquake. Nah, fair enough. Final Fantasy 1 did that. There's a couple places in... I think there's a couple places in did that. Yeah, there we are. See, I remember that one. Hey, Sensi. Again. I do. Oh, we're finally home. Should we take it easy for the rest of the day? No. Going a little longer. Ta-da. Cabinet. Her most treasured belongings. Well, she's dead, so we can loot it. Probably the sword I'm gonna guess. Books left up. You should tidy after yourself. I better not. Well, I can't even look at that thing, so. Alright, use them here? Okay, let's try that. Since we have it, we might as well put it on the wall. No, you're right, it did. We might as well put it on display, seeing that we have it. Why would I want a wood carving of that? What a waste of money. I agree with her. What a waste of money. Trying to understand the romance of travel. This is a sandworm carved for the wood that I bought at the village of Termi. Wonderful workmanship. It really makes you appreciate the skill of the artisan. What a waste of money. Try to understand the romance of travel. This is a pendant I bought at Termi. There's a statue of a heroine on a hill behind the sea. It also says Termi. What a waste of money. It's alright. It's a memento of our trip. Memento of our trip. Yay! Thank you for that. There's a couple achievements. Which, if I'd read the achievements, I would have found out about that already. Thanks for letting me get those out of the inventory. Now I know what to do with those. Yay! Right, Monson's next. So is it here? I did, that's good. Are you a hunter? Oh, I've been waiting for you. See, I let my son Talus play outside, but he simply disappeared. I've asked around and I've been told that he fell in a crack in front of our house. Since then, I haven't been able to do anything. Of course, I want to rescue him, but creepy groaning sounds have been coming out of the crack. Yes, that would be your son in pain. Oh, please, rescue my son. And the sign is gone. Well, what's this? There's an underground cave like this in Monson? I wonder where on Earth Talus has gotten to. You're not on Earth! You're not on Earth! Stop saying where on Earth! That's not the planet you're on! Oh no! Whatever will I do with this type of combat? I don't know if I can defeat these. Oh, they're dead. It really has been. Oh, Junior Ooze. These things are actually a little bit stronger than the other things. I mean, they're still going to die, but they're at least a little bit stronger. I hope I didn't miss any of the missions. Although if I did, I'm not going to feel too bad. Ooh, what is this? A child's shoes. I wonder if they're Talus's. Who else's would they be? Also, the shoes have been left here. Talus is dead. Look, there he is, getting eaten. Ugh, what on earth is this? Oh no, Chaz, Talus. This monster couldn't have. Cut it out. It's bad luck to even think such a thing. It's coming for us. This actually would have been kind of tough at the time. Yep, at the time. Please die. Damn. Oh, well, okay, that'll work. I don't want it to split up because you get more XP if it's in one piece. Not that, you know, the amount of XP we're going to get matters. So this thing's effectively a boss fight level. I mean, look at this. Look how long it's taking us to kill it. I mean, it can't kill us. There's no way it can kill us. But the fact that it hasn't dropped dead yet is kind of impressive. That's a lot of XP. Yeah, huh? Where is this? Is this the other side of the planet? Nice, you were really eaten? Thank goodness. You seem to be alright. You would have been digested had we not come along in time. Oh yeah, that's right. I was attacked by some weird slug. You know we saved your life. Oh, thanks, mister. Anytime. Yeah, it is. It just shows that the balance in this game is not great. That's really what it showcases. You know, just how... I mean, I've got end game weapons, and that still took a long time to kill. Because you don't really get much in the way... Your attacks don't change that much. Armor makes a difference. Holy shit. Attacks, not so much. Alrighty, and let's get out of here. I mean, I could just warp out, but now let's keep killing things. That's what I like to do. I like to kill things. I also do like that that decorative sword can be used as a weapon. Oh, it just takes us outside. Interesting. And the sign is back, so I can't go back down there anymore. Thank you so much. To tell you the truth, I had lost hope. So glad he's safe. Yeah, I thought my child was dead, and I just stopped caring. I mustn't let him out of my sight again. I shall send the agreed-upon commission to the guild and then tie him up so he never leaves the house. I wanted to go see the other side of the planet, so I went to the valley. But it didn't take me to the other side. No fun. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that one yesterday. That's true. Those things, they do get stronger. And you get more uses of them, as you say. I can't show it right now, but like you start with like 1 or 2, and you get up to like 20 uses before you have to rest. Sometimes even more than that. Thank goodness the child was safe. Your commission fee of 5,000 bits has already been remitted. Please accept it. Please come again to the Hunters Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters. Welcome! I'm not reading that every goddamn time. Blah, blah, blah. Spiel, spiel, spiel. I've said this already. These are the jobs that are currently offered. Any applicant? Nope, nope. Very funny. Sentence has already been resolved by your hunters here. Staying in life. There's a request from the village chief of Uzo via letter transmission. My 2 daughters have left the village and have not returned since. Please find out where they are. That is the message. Fee offered if you bring them home is an incredible 50,000 metsa. Quite a generous guy. You will need to cross the ocean for this job. Will you take on this request? In that case, please go to Uzo and get more details in the village chief's house. Uzo is a village on the deserted island south of here. Okay, so this one would not open up until after we get the vehicle, the hydrofoil. So this is pretty end game, and that 50,000 makes sense for that. As I have not even been to that town, I hadn't heard of it before. Free resting. South of here. Okay. Where's the hydrofoil? There it is. That's not the deserted island, south of here. I hope one of these gives me a 5th character. 'Cause what the hell, man? Immediately attacked by the Desert Leech. Did not move a single square. Okay, stop using that, because that one actually hurts. Not worth it. Again, this weapon is doing basically the same type of damage as the first vehicle's weapons do. Because the damage you do is pretty consistent through the game. It's the damage you take that's the difference. And that Sandstorm is still doing about the same amount of damage. So this thing is a threat to the 3rd vehicle as much as it was to the 1st because of that. Okay, that's new. How is this weaker? Thank you, ad block. Now go away and let me see my stream again. Okay, it's not weaker. It takes a lot more hits to kill. Are you actually gonna kill me? Are you actually gonna kill me with that? And totally not worth that. Okay, so where is this deserted island that has something on it? have to use the vehicle. Yeah, I'm not fighting those. Fuck that. I think these things are about the same, too. It's just not worth fighting here. Okay. Nope, that's not where you're going to be. Where are you going to... Ah, I think that was it down there. I think I saw it. I did not. God, this is really annoying. Ah! I found it! This is the village of Uzo on the planet Matavia. Do you always tell people what planet you're from? Seriously. Hey, this is the village of Seattle on the planet Earth. This is a desert island. Until recently, we built small ships and went to the mainland, but with the appearance of these mysterious monsters, I wouldn't want to try anymore. We stop and stimp all over your crops here. There we go. You don't need that. Just once, I'd like to go to the mainland. I hear there's Matavia Academy, full of cultured people, and a marketplace that sells everything. It doesn't. There's a slogan written here. If you're happy, try everything. There's nothing interesting here. Well, that's a condemnation of the store. That's a condemnation of the store, alright. Nope. 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 There's nothing interesting in this shop at all. I agree, Chaz. I haven't seen the village elder's daughter. I haven't seen the village elder's 2 daughters recently. I wonder what's become of them. I don't know. I haven't commissioned anybody from the Hunters Guild for anything. Huh? I told them not to do it. My 2 daughters made a raft. They headed to the mainland to do some shopping at the market. It's been a month now and there's no sign of them. I don't even know if they made it safely to the mainland or not. My husband is so stubborn and obstinate. He carries on like that, but in truth, he's even more worried than I. Please find our daughters for us. That is not a full-length mirror. Who are you people? You should have weird tastes coming to a village like this, where there's nothing to see, nothing good to eat, and nothing to catch. Do you know about the cloak called the Frayed Mantle? It's light, but they say it has great protective powers. Isn't that what I gave up a long time ago? Our family has been a music-loving bunch for generations. One of our ancestors really loved to play the flute. That has to be a reference to 3, but I don't remember well enough. Recently, we haven't been able to catch any fish. More soil, so the soil's depleted. We can't grow any vegetables. Then those mysterious monsters. Sure has become a terrible world. There's a slogan written here. Happiness will walk away. Well, you know what? I'm walking away. Okay, so there's monsters. They tried to take a raft to the mainland. But which way? Yeah, I'm playing with the edge of town now. Hide your foil. Where are you? There you is. Okay, well, there's that. I mean, they could be fucking anywhere. I have no clues, just a raft to the mainland. Maybe if I could see the world map and see what was closer to it, but this game doesn't seem to have that. Okay. I had a couple scenes that would lead you to the solution in-game. You're right! It's those two! Who else would it be? I would not have made that connection, but as soon as you say it, it's like, oh yeah, the two who were arrested! I mean, that would explain why they haven't gone home. But how would you make that connection? I suppose if I had talked to them first, I would have known. Came from far away to do some shopping, we got a little carried away. So much that we couldn't pay for our rooms and we got caught. What? You have a request from our parents didn't use those, is that right? But there's a watchman standing guard all the time. There's no way I can go home. Those sisters, they've got 10-year sentence, so they say. Let them out? No way! Well, if you post their bail, I don't see why you can't let them out. The amount of their bail is $50,000. Yes. What? They'll post their bail? All right. Payment received. Leaving unlocks to go ahead and take them away. You posted my bail? Yeah, let's go. Your parents are worried. You better hurry back. Oh, thank you so much. Well done for bringing her back safely. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. I'll be sending your commission fee to the guild right away. Yeah, you better fucking double it. Daddy, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I know I've caused you trouble, but it was kind of fun. Apparently, they went on an unlimited shopping spree and in the end left without paying their food and hotel bills. This is retribution for giving our daughters a sheltered upbringing and spoiling them too much. But I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Thank you so very much. I mean, I would not have made that connection right away, but yeah, okay, I see that. I definitely see that. Actually, I like that one. Yeah. So I came out nothing. You look kind of dissatisfied. Something wrong? It's nothing. After all, you've received your fee. Yeah, after I had to pay that much. I feel cheated. You didn't win, but you didn't lose anything either. Let it be this once. Yeah, I saw the cutscene there. I was hoping if I'd talked to them first, it would have triggered who they were. You know, they would have said something there, but I didn't get a chance to do that because I went to the inn and then boom. So I don't know. I never knew why they got sent away like that. And yeah, where else would they go but the big shopping center? I mean, they even do mention that in the town of Uzo there. Oops. Let's press the right button this time. Because again, the buttons are kind of reversed here. Which, I'm playing Dragon Quest Builders offline, and by default the buttons are reversed. But I've swapped them back to our normal buttons. And I say our normal buttons because actually, apparently, ours are reversed from Japan. Hence why there's a lot of reversed buttons there. And why the Nintendo Switch, even other Nintendo consoles, tended to have those buttons reversed. So the bottom one is cancel and the right one is confirm. There's a request from Mr. Culvers of Torinko via letter transmission. My son has fallen ill. I would like to discuss a certain plan I have to deal with this matter. I will go into more detail after we meet. That is the message. The fee offered is 10,000 Masada. We need to cross the ocean for this job. Will you take on this job? In that case, please go to the village of Torinko and get more details directly from Mr. Culvers. The village of Torinko is south of Monson. The Culvers residence is the house furthest in the back. So another place that I've yet to go to. South of Munson. Yeah, see, that might have helped as well, but it might not have. At any rate, listen, I do like that. As you say, there is clues for it in a way. So it makes sense. I have no complaints about it. I mean, once it's like, oh yeah, there's those two in jail. Who else could it be? Not like in the combat in the vehicles, unfortunately. Far south. Probably not that far south. Or maybe it is. No, it doesn't look like there's any towns there. Oh, cool, a beach! Alright, so the background knows that I'm close to shore. Nope! Yeah, let's see how long it takes to kill you. Again, you're not a threat. These combats are so worthless. Look at that! What I would not give for a map. None of the items we have are maps in this game, unlike 3. Probably was one somewhere that I missed. Because if it's possible to miss an important item, I will miss it. Oh, a Rappy Cave, huh? I'm saving out here. Well, Xanth, we found the Rappies. And they're actually called Rappies in this one. They were called something else in 3. I know nothing of them, just that they exist. I just know the name from Xanth, from his playing PSO. He played a lot of PSO. He went all in with it, and I don't blame him, man. A game that cool? Yeah, rock on. I'm glad he enjoyed it. He even had one of the best accessories I've ever seen for a game console for something like that. He had the GameCube controller that had the keyboard in the middle. That thing was awesome. Wow, what a big, strange chocobo. It looks dangerous. I better not get too close. But I'm already right here. Yes, these look very dangerous. Hey, Shy. Death to the Rappies! Maybe I have to come back to this later? I have no idea. I will never find this place again, though. Yeah, I sadly never got the network adapter for the GameCube. I think that was one that needed the extra adapter. I never had the broadband for the Dreamcast either, sadly. I do have the network adapter on the PS2. I don't know, I love that the PS2 one was both the modem and broadband. Wrong. I think it's the wrong time of the year for those. Just missed Easter. Oh well. Actually, no. Easter should be coming up. Maybe it'll have them. Who knows? Doesn't look like anything's there right now. Man, if this game has Easter... It can't, because... I was gonna say, man, if this game can do that, it can't. The Genesis didn't have a clock. Yeah. Alright, well, I found a Rappy Cave. That was cool. What else is on this island? Fan bites and caterpillars. I still loved that controller you had, Z. Do you still have that thing somewhere? Oh, yeah, I don't have a use for it anymore, but... I seriously do think that is one of the best accessories I've seen for a game console. I think it's just awesome. Oh, cool, there's Rappies actually on the island. So, did that Rappy just go ooh-woo to me? I don't think I like the Rappies anymore. But hey, we found them! And they're actually called Rappies in this one. A town! I was on the right island! I'm gonna have to go back in that cave. forget why I'm here, but I'm gonna have to go back in the cave and kill that rappy. This is the village of Tornco, the farming village famous for its terraced fields. That would not surprise me, especially considering it's an import. What kind of clothes are the style over in the mainland? We get behind the times in terms of fashion being cooped up in this village. Tell us! Why do you care? If you're not connected to the mainland, why would you give the slightest shit what the fashion there is? It's like us saying, hey man, what's the fashion in Russia? Who cares? We're not in Russia! I'm good at making rafts out of logs. I used to go to the mainland once in a while, but now I'm too afraid of the monsters. What's the mainland? Is it really such a great thing? Earthquakes, abnormal climate, outbreak of monsters. Frozen and isolated island. We can't tell what's going on in the world today. Welcome to the tool store. What do you need? Hey, look, it's the same shit you can get everywhere else. We now sell Trimate. Do you? You do. I just ignored it. Okay, cool. I don't need Trimate. I buy the more expensive stuff now. That is way more expensive, but heals everybody. Total waste of money. Our terraced fields are the pride of this village. Look what a wasteland it is now. A strange flock of birds flew from the northeast and ate our fields. Yep, I gotta kill rappies. Including the fat chocobo, I mean rappy. I wonder if I'll find arrows inside him. Bundles of arrows. The person who lives in this house is kind of strange. He likes those birds that eat our fields. Because of this, he's being ostracized by the other villagers. No, they're rappies, not ostriches. Oh, the fields are all eaten up. Damn, that's like more than this console's selling for, isn't it? What? You've come from the mainland? How unusual. Working in the field gives me backaches and makes my hands rough, but I watch the crops growing strong and green. All my fatigue disappears. But these days we have these birds eating up all the fields. It's terrible. All this pain for nothing. Our village used to have abundant harvests of farm crops and marine products. We're proud of the fact that we're pretty much self-sufficient in terms of food supply. But recently we haven't been able to fish what with the monsters and the fields have been eaten up by the birds. Now we can barely find food for ourselves. I still need to repair mine because my battery's gone dead in mine and I don't have a soldering iron, so I have no idea how the hell I'm going to fix that. And if I do, I want to replace it with the case so the battery is easily swappable later. I might just have to buckle down and get a fucking soldering iron. The sons of the people in the house over there have been sick in bed, poor thing. Alright, sick kids. I'm still gonna have to kill rappies. Still have my Wavebird fort. That thing still works. Kind of surprised the Wavebird still works as well as it does. Are you hunters from the guild? My name's Culvers. My son has become ill, but naturally the doctor said that he's been cured. My son is convinced that he's going to die and that he can't be cured. It's one of those so-called psychological illnesses. Back in the day when there weren't many monsters, we used to take family trips to Terme. If only we could take him now, but that's not possible. If we showed him something that is connected to Terme, he might get his strength back. Please, could you go buy something from the gift shop in Terme? Here, have a sword, kid. Throw a sword at you. Wow, look at this! It's the Alice sword, that heroine we saw at Terme. Ready? Now watch. Cool! The sword is filled with the strength and courage of our heroine Alice. Here, it's for you. Now get better. Oh yes, thank you. I feel like I'm getting better already. Thank goodness my son has recovered. I feel like I'm getting my strength back. Oh, it's a miracle. Our son has recovered. It's all thanks to you. You are the second hero. Thank you so much. I'll remit your fee to the guild. That was easy. Yeah, I showed you a video a while back of a mod for the GameCube that's not out yet. I want to get that so much. It's an easy install thing, too. That's the crazy part. I have no idea. It was months ago. I'd have to look it up again. But it basically... I don't even know what it does exactly. I think it installs a... I think it lets you use an SD card directly into the input. You don't have to remove your disk drive or anything. It just goes onto the side. On the inside. Oh, there's a lot of great channels online for that. So that's what I love, too. There are so many ways to do the retro gaming anymore. I mean, you have emulation, obviously. You have... I mean, like I said, you have the emulation. You obviously have your original consoles. But you can also modify those original consoles in countless ways anymore. There's the clone console systems, stuff like the Mister or the Retro USB, etc., etc. There's just so many different ways to do it. Analog NT. There are so many ways to play these retro games. It's fantastic. Like, I'm still using OG hardware for PS2. PS1 will do on that as well. GameCube with the Game Boy Advance adapter. I have that baby. Oh, nice! Yeah, that wasn't this one. This one you actually did have to open it up and put it on the inside. But it was something that was... It was non-destructive. It wasn't something that was permanent either. You could put it in, you could unhook it and have a completely OEM system again, no issues. I love shit like that. Nice. And again, the last few things I tried to do that, I broke stuff, so I'm wary. Good job. The commission fee is 10,000 Masada. Here it is. Come again in the Hunters Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters. It's amazing that even a toy sword like that could save a life. That was a genuine heroine sword. That is, to that boy. So, I'm glad I bought all those things when I did, but I'm also glad they're out of my inventory. Yeah, it's nothing too. If you use, like, the modified stuff, you can get modified versions of the games. I mean, there's... I believe, and Xanth would know, he's seen this more than I have. The SD to SNES, I think it is, not the EverDrive, but I think it's the SD to SNES, that actually has a port on it that you could use to play online games on hardware. I think it's a USB port, but it still can be used to connect it to a network. Well, fortunately, you don't need that boot disk anymore. There's ways around it, and in fact, better software than the boot disk. I still have my boot disk, though, and that's still what I use. Enrollment center over there. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Because I haven't spent the money to get the other stuff. Maybe eventually. Man with a twist. This is a request from Mr. Secrets of Torinko. We are at our wits. We are at our wits' end due to the flock of birds who are eating up our terraced fields. Please exterminate them! That is the message. 20,000. There will be a need to cross the ocean for this job. In that case, please go to Tarinko and get more details directly from Mr. Sicarius. The village of Tarinko is located south of Monson, and Sicarius' residence is in the middle of the village. Okay, so now I have to kill those birds. Oh, nice. So they all do now. Alright, I'm gonna assume that it's this dude over here. Are you the hunters from the guild? I'm Seacrest. You've heard there's a strange flock of birds that have eaten up the fields, right? Well, the fact is I know a place where the head honcho bird is. What you'd ask to do is exterminate the head honcho bird. That head honcho bird can be found in a cave northeast of here. I beg you, get that bird! Protect our fields! Yeah, I wish my Dreamcast hadn't disappeared. I think it got stolen. I'm pretty sure it was in my storage locker when that got broken into. It's a shame, too, because I had that thing from day fucking one. 9999. And I loved the Dreamcast. I was a fan. Absolute fan of it. I had Soul Calibur and... God, what was the other one? No, Sonic Advance, obviously. Or Adventure. Had those day one. And Adventure was much better on the Dreamcast. Like, the PC version that you could get today is a port of a port of a port that is awful. You lose so much from it. I'm also mad that my Jaguar was stolen. I didn't have the CD drive for it, but I mean, Alien vs. Predator on Jaguar was an interesting game, and honestly a lot of fun. I also had NBA Jam TE, and I mean, come on. Who doesn't love NBA Jam TE? I had the 4-player adapter, too. I had one controller, but I had the 4-player adapter. Because I actually bought White Men Can't Jump just to get that garbage. I also had a Turbo Duo, which, another fantastic system. So this is the boss bird of the flock that's beating up the fields. It's noticed us! Okay, let's go. King Rappy! Earthquake! Okay, you know what? This thing actually does a decent amount of damage. FS. Oh, well, don't use light on it, obviously. Rayblade. That's an item. Bust Rocket. To ban. Tyndall. Jackpot. Yeah, the Genesis is the one everyone thinks of. The Saturn has some good games on it. Dreamcast was fucking amazing. Rayblade. Oh wow, you have more rockets now. let's go ahead and... Where are you? Gassar... Tendel. Sega was, honestly, if memory serves me, Sega was one of, if not the first console to do online stuff with a subscription fee. The Sega Channel. Which I think actually did beat the Super Nintendo Satellite. I think the Satellite View did beat, or was a little bit behind the Sega Channel. But they had to be at pretty close. Yeah, the Sega Channel was an interesting concept. That's the thing people don't really think about. Like, you think about, like, the NES, and most people just think about the NES and the cartridges and stuff. They don't think about the stuff that Japan had. I mean, Xanth does, because he's got one. The Famicom disk system, and how you could literally take a disc, go to the stores, go to a kiosk, put the disc in, and some of the games there could not be purchased any other way other than putting your own disc into the chaos, and sometimes even overwriting it. The game that was on there. Alright, well that bird didn't last long. Hey, stop! Stop that! Seagrass, please, let it go. Why, you're the very one who wanted to exterminate it. Yes, that's very true, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. What on earth is going on? Okay, let me explain. Please forgive me. I've always been an animal lover. Giggity. Recently I discovered a new breed of bird. I've been collecting those birds in this cave and rearing them. But eventually they multiplied and began looking for food. They came to Tornco and started to eat up the fields. That's when the villagers got mad and tried to exterminate the birds. Isn't that cruel? All the birds wanted was to find some food. So you created an environmental disaster by bringing an invasive species in. This is your fault. Then why did you commission the guild to exterminate the boss bird? Oh, don't get angry, hear me out. I knew that the head honcho had started to emerge amongst the birds, and that it was very powerful. I thought even a hunter from the guild would be no match for it. See, I thought it would serve as a good lesson to the hunters got beaten. That way I figured the villagers would stop being mean to the birds. So you wanted to use us? But it was a gross miscalculation on my part. I had no idea you guys would be so strong. I'm really sorry. Just lock me up in prison or wherever you want. Just get out of my sight. What? You heard me? Leave! You'll forgive me? Thank you! You tried to have us killed. Chaz? I can't say I don't understand him. Anyway, the boss bird has flown away somewhere, so the fields shouldn't be a danger anymore. But won't they eat up some other field? Yeah, probably. We'll deal with that when it comes to it. Now, everybody, let's get out of here. Yes, blame Shy. Yeah, there was a lot of really cool ideas. I mean, okay, the Dreamcast still has one of my favorite things that was grossly underutilized. The VMUs could connect to each other. It's not just that you had the VMU, but you could actually physically hook two VMUs together and do things with them. It was a little mini console of its own. I think the only things that ever used that were the Chow Garden stuff in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. There were a few other games that used the VMU to have little games on them, like one of these crappy roguelites. I used to call them random dungeon romps. Oh god, I don't remember the name of it anymore. Time something, maybe? Yeah, the Pocket Station for the Final Fantasy VIII stuff. It was the only, I think it was the only game here that had it. Oh God, I mean, you're talking the Sega stuff. There's a reason why Brazil kept developing things in it for so long. I apologize for what I did. Oh, the Dreamcast. Okay. That one I don't know. They dropped support for it because it got compromised. That's one of the reasons anyway. There's a lot of other reasons as well. But once it got compromised and the other third-party developers pulled their support from it, that was the end. There's no coming back from that. And you'd think that they had a decent way to prevent getting compromised. The GDs, the gigabyte discs, could not be read in other systems. You couldn't throw it in a computer and just copy the files like you could PlayStation. But you could also use the serial port and just connect it to the computer that way and just read it off of the Dreamcast as if the Dreamcast were your disk drive, and oh shit. You know, if they had a protection like the PlayStation did... What, you finished the job? That's strange. There's no word of remittance fee from the requester. It's one of those dirty rascals who won't pay up for services rendered. This is a major problem. We must take care of this immediately, since it also means saving face for the guild. Wait, it's alright. What, you really mean it? Well, if you say so. There is not necessarily just one correct answer to everything. Chaz! Well, that was stupid. And yeah, I mean, there were other games being made for the Dreamcast. As you say, there's still stuff being made today. At least it was easier to program for than the Saturn. Sega's also responsible for breaking another system. Phantasy Star, no less. Xanth, do you know that story? How Phantasy Star broke open another system? Got it hacked? Yup, PSP. Because the Phantasy Star demo was available online and did not have its key to, run the code encrypted. So people were able to get it from there. Was one of the things that broke it at any rate. Only one left here. Silver Soldier. This is a request from an old man in Zima. We are having problems with some strange machines that have begun to roam the outskirts of the village. We have not yet been attacked, but the villagers are afraid and would like something to be done about it. That is the message. The fee offered is 80,000 Masada. Will you take on this request? In that case, please go to Zima and get further details directly from the old man. The house furthest to the back of Zima is the house of the old man in question. Now, if this is what I think it is not the place I thought it was. Whoa! Straight up attacked right as I enter town. And again, I don't know if that, was the only thing that got the PSP hacked, but it was one of the main things. Recently, some strange mechanical humans have been roaming town. Nope, not there. Ah, you've come from the guild. Thanks goodness. Yeah. Well, that's like another piece of encryption that finally got cracked. I say this, it's been a long time now since it happened. Was Capcom's CPS2. And the thing that cracked it was Q sound. I forget which game exactly it was, but it was with emulation stuff. And one of the people doing the emulation was looking at it, and also, yeah, very nice Sensi, very nice. Was looking at it, and for some reason the Q sound on this one game kept sending the signal. And they couldn't figure out what this signal was. And one of them was like, what if we try plugging this into a CPS2? They plugged it in, and the ROM decrypted. And then encrypted itself again after a little bit. And then so they figured out from this, oh, so in order to get this, you have to keep hitting it with this signal. And thus, CPS2 they were able to start getting the ROMs off the CPS2 boards finally, which is good because those things were made to self-destruct after time. Great game preservation there, Capcom. Oh, cool, it does work. Nice. Yeah, Dreamcast really didn't have much third-party support, unfortunately. They could have gotten more. Also, the deal with Microsoft fell through, which is a shame, because that would have been nice. But Microsoft was building their own console at the time. Just, it was a mess. And as you say, harder to program for, at least the ones before it were, which turned a lot of developers off of Sega. Because the Saturn squares. Everything else uses triangle polygons, the Saturn used squares. But it wasn't as hard to develop for as the PlayStation 3. You see, since about a week ago, the unidentified machines have been roaming this village. It looks like they're trying to inspect Birth Valley, but they're not doing any harm to the villagers. But it's making us all uneasy. If you could, we'd like you to drive them away. That's strange. When we entered the village, didn't they attack us? No, Chaz. It seems I was their only target. Oh? Really? You should be able to get clues about the machines by talking to the villagers. Good luck. We're counting on you. That did not help. Yeah. Yeah, like Saturn on sale today, $3.99, or was it $2.99 or whatever? And Sega just walked up to the mic on the next presentation at E3, $1.99, and rip Saturn. Because why would you buy this system now when you can get a better system later for cheaper? This says I can't go outside. That's no fun. But you know what? The situation Sega is in right now is probably the best for the consumers. Look at the games Sega has been cranking out. Not only that, but they're one of the only companies that, with some of their old IP, when it stops working, for example, when Games for Windows Live went down, thank you Microsoft, Sega was one of the only companies that has gone back to their old games and taken it out. So you can still play. I mean, and look at Company of Heroes. When they put it on Steam, they have the version that strips out the Games for Windows Live and lets you use the Steam interface, friends list and all, to connect that way. I'm not sure I would say that precisely. The Genesis it really is a cool piece of hardware. It was a good competitor to the Super Nintendo. Different. It had its flaws, but it also had its advantages. That's probably the last one they did that was any good, though. Unfortunately. And I mean, the Master System technically is probably a better system again. Well, graphically, than the NES. Although I don't think it could handle some of the stuff that the NES could. Yeah. I mean, it was comparable at least. Didn't have that nice fancy mode 7, and oh my god, when they opened up, when Squaresoft, and I will give Squaresoft credit for this, because I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy VI was the first one to do that. That really opened up what the music was capable of on the Super NES, compared to the sound chips the Genesis had, which had different versions depending on what version of the Genesis you had. That kind of sucked. Then the Super NES just blew the Genesis out of the water for music as well. We have monsters appearing, Zio's coming, and now some strange machines are roaming around. I'm fed up, Zio's dead. Hey, haven't I seen your face somewhere? Oh, it's you guys! Thanks for your assistance the other day. So it's you guys. I guess we're gonna ask for your assistance again. That's also true, Sensei. The Dreamcast was early also. And I mean, the Dreamcast really was a revolution when it came out. I can say I'm a huge fan of the Dreamcast. To this day, I fucking love that system. These machines are trying to see what's going on in Birth Valley. You mean to say there's something else? Why don't I just go open up Birth Valley then? Seriously, can I just open this door? It's sealed off by a rock. Seed. They were trying to use it wrong. That's the problem. Because the sound chip in the Genesis has some really good samples in it, including for guitar. But you had to program for it. So you're the hunters that came from the guild. Please help us. I'm fed up. So does no one have any info for me? This is Seema. Recently, some strange mechanical humanoids have been roaming the town. I saw them! I saw those mechanical humans fly! They came from the northeast, it's true! Let's say those machines don't assault humans, so there shouldn't be any need to be afraid, right? So, northeast. Something frightening gonna happen again? Mommy, Daddy! Oh, you can get great music out of that chip. If you worked with the chip. Northeast. Is it coming from where I think? I am gonna have to use the hydrofoil to look around, aren't I? All right, what's to the northeast of this town? This is to the northeast. Okay.
There's an emergency transmission from Demi. Master, the plate system has sustained an attack from a mysterious android attack squad. They captured automatic defense module number 3. I have kept the damage to a minimum, but judging by the degree of the sophistication of their attack, I suspect that there must be a sophisticated tactician behind all of this. I don't understand how there could still be someone sending spurious orders now that Karen is silenced. We are investigating the matter from here as well, Demi. Considering the attacks on other systems. Shift to Alert Mode 1. Roger, out! That attack squad Demi was talking about, could it be similar to the one that we met in Zema? It appears that the orders are being given for the indiscriminate destruction of all AI systems over a certain level. You may be right, Rika. Right, so you're an AI as well, Ren? So that's why when we were attacked by Zema, only Ren was attacked. And then the reason the machines actually went to Zema was to destroy Seed. Didn't the person who sent the order know that Seed had self-destructed? It could be theorized that someone who has possessed data from the old Parmesian civilization, and moreover, is far removed from the control of Zelen, is responsible. And that someone could be here. Alright, let's go out and save real quick, so I don't have to go through that every time I walk in. Alright, we got us a new dungeon! Again, this music's awesome! This less so. Yay, more levels. Life Deleter. Brorin 486. Life Deleter. Now that is an enemy name. Life Deleter, use Alt F4. That's beautiful, Sensei. That is great. Yeah, absolutely, Xanth. I mean, just the Super Nintendo had some bad music on it too. And then, like, talking about music tech, you really do have to utilize the system you have. Look at the NES. Sure, you have the stuff like the Final Fantasy or the Mega Man games, stuff by Capcom. Some really good tracks that way. But then go look at Journey to Silas. And how they made their own software to make the music on that system, and holy shit. You've never heard stuff. If you have not seen Journey to Silas, hey, it's on the Switch Online. Check it out. The sound in that is freaking amazing for the NES. So people could do more with stuff. The people who didn't utilize it correctly, that's just laziness. The problem with the Game Boy sound chip, and it is a good sound chip, is the speaker on the Game Boy. Because that speaker was fucking garbage. But fortunately, we have emulation now. Actually, we've had Game Boy emulation since 95? Maybe even 94. I mean, yeah, okay, Super Game Boy too, yeah. That was another really awesome piece of hardware. especially if you get one of the special games that utilized it well. Not just the Super NES, not just games like Mega Man 5 that had the border and colors for it, but something like Killer Instinct where you could use the second controller on the Super Nintendo to play 2-player, or Space Invaders, where if you put the Space Invaders Game Boy game in a Super Game Boy, you played Super Nintendo Space Invaders. Are those MSI ROMs actually playable as MSI ROMs on the hardware, original hardware? I mean, how much memory does that take, though, MSU? Yeah, a lot. That's why you never did it. Alright, Rune just got wrecked. Yeah, that's why it was never used, because holy crap. And I mean, it could play wave samples, so of course it could play CD audio. If it can play any type of those samples like that, then yeah, it can play the stuff. It just took... You know, that's a good point right there. I mean, you say that the Super Nintendo could do CD quality audio. The Super Nintendo was going to have a CD drive. It could have done CD audio. Nice. I mean, again, the Genesis had a CD. That one actually did have a CD thing that came out. I don't know if you could play CD audio on it though. I've never checked. That's making me miss my Turbo Duo. Had great CD software on it. That was my main CD player as a kid. Was my Turbo Duo. I loved the software that it had. I miss my Turbo Duo so much. Photon Eraser. I'm gonna guess. And that's gonna be a single target thing. Nice. Again, ways to play old games. Gotta love it. Yeah, that's single target. Lot of damage. Holy crap. About as much damage as the other one, I guess. Alright, let's re-equip him with the one that hits everything. So I can get rid of the plasma launcher now. I have something better, finally. I always love games that push the systems to their limits. I am mad that one of the reasons we didn't get a lot of games from the NES, particularly the higher end ones, is that Nintendo would not let some of the special chips out of Japan. That's one of the reasons why we got the lesser quality music on a lot of the stuff. Huh, interesting. Woo, a repair kit, because I can't get those infinitely supplied elsewhere. Yeah, well, I have extras. For the time being, I have some extra inventory space. And Ren is dead again. Arun is dead again. I can't stop that. He just fucking one-shots him. He's at full health, and it just, boom, dead. Did it miss? It exploded and miss. You know what I want to get my hands on, Xanth? I want to get a Nomad. They actually made a portable Genesis. Can you imagine using a 3DX on the Nomad? That unfortunately does happen. It's like technically my PlayStation 3 needs a new disk drive, and I have no idea even where that can be done. I don't think Sony will do it anymore. Of course, considering I've got the original fat model, that PS3 is going to need a lot more than just that at some point. Lacko gear? I don't think you need that anymore. Yeah, no, that's worse than what you have. I don't know. I have no idea. Because, I mean, the Nomad has its own screen, so... You know, I wish that the game hardware manufacturers were as experimental today as they were back then. Everything, hell, play it so fucking safe anymore. I say, as though the... Shit, even the Kinect is like 20 years old. That could be. Yeah, I have no idea. You might be able to mod the thing to do it, though. I don't know, man. Oh, well. I guess Nintendo still plays around with things in their own way. I mean, when everyone else is using this basic controller, they started doing motion controls. And the Switch is fucking awesome. I don't care. Oh, that sucks. Then again, I don't think you actually need the 32X for it, do you? Doesn't it just emulate it? Or have the stuff on it for it? It is not, okay. I mean, I'm so glad they made the thing. It's neat, it's interesting. I love the experimental shit like that. Don't need that either. Yeah, I don't know about 32X emulation either. I haven't looked into it. I have exactly one 32X ROM. And that's because Blackthorn from the Blizzard Arcade collection is a 32X ROM. Although, in all fairness, if I'm going to play that, I have the DOS version. I'm tempted to play that. Although I do want a controller for it, so maybe I will play the Blizzard version if I ever do play it. I mean, I loved the CD drive on the Turbo Duo. It introduced me to Ys. And I will never be unhappy with Ys. I still kind of want to play 1 and 2 again. This is awesome! If all these things started to move at once, Batavia would fall completely under their control instantly. Rune, why did we come here again? Let's hurry, this is not a joking matter. Somehow, Ren says that it's very convincing. But genuinely, I kind of want to play Ys 1 and 2 again. Well, if I do it, I want to do the original version, or the Turbo Duo version again. TurboGrafx CD. Yeah, they could have done that. They could have released compilations. Absolutely. I mean, look at what came with the Turbo Duo was a 4-in-1 game. It was only advertised as a 3-in-1. There was the hidden Bomberman, which is still one of the best versions of Bomberman available. Dominator! I think does not have enough black leather to be called a Dominator. It's got enough hit points, though. Good lord. Ouch, that actually hurt. And most of that's healed now. Ah. Okay, I guess I can't do that yet. Cool. I'm still just going to attack. Good to know about, though, especially Spark. Wow, okay, so those things are just instant death. Maybe I should use some. Double check something real quick here. Yeah, Spark's only on one enemy, though. The Hyperjammer, though. That's a good idea. What is this system? Welcome, people of Algo. I am Daughter. As the protector of Algo, I am responsible for administering law and ensuring order. Daughter. A daughter of... It can't be! Seed said that a plan was abandoned. My data confirms that also. There must be an error in my data. Okay. Hey you, Daughter. Are you the one that sent the androids to Zema and Plate System? Yes. If you say you're a protector of Algo, why would you destroy the environmental control system? I am only trying to purge those AIs not under my control. My #1 objective is peace and prosperity for all of Algo, and the most peaceful way is if everything is dead. Any AI that does not obey my orders is an enemy of Algo. Therefore, it is my mission to destroy them. Daughter, did you know your network is not connected to external systems? So even if you send an order, it won't reach the other systems. That is not true. I was designed to take control of all remaining systems of Mother Brain. All AI systems in Algo are under my control. Daughter, there's a fundamental error in your self-awareness. Because the environmental deteriorations caused by the system crash was greater than initially expected. The effects of the destruction of Parma were calculated prior to the completion of Daughter project. The project was then abandoned at the prototype manufacturing stage. You are but a test machine. I'm a prototype? Subsequently, a network whose sole object was to restart and stabilize Algo's environmental control system was constructed on the artificial satellite Zelen. I, Ren, am the AI in charge of managing the entire system. I understand, Ren. You must die! Daughter, Ren. You are creating a disorder in the system, aren't you? Daughter? I shall use all my power to exterminate anything that interferes with my programs. Let's see. Air slash. Hyperjammer. Disrupt. Guard rod. Well, 2 of them are done. Notice how their lights are no longer blinking. That means they're out for now. Oh, one of them's back already. So that didn't do shit. Ah, well. Shut one of them off, at least for a little bit. And I like the fact that these guys are actually attacking the one. They're not attacking the one who's out. They're only attacking the one that's still moving. Again, when the AI chooses what to attack, the choices are usually pretty good. And now it's back up. Rika's level increased. Yay! Ren, daughter, I am going to shut you down. You can't do this, Dave. Will I dream? Algo will never regain its former prosperity without me. Actually, there's a possibility all will be ruined. Daughter, I was only given the minimum environmental control ability. Yet humans have continued to live for over 1,000 years. Don't do this. Don't do something that might be irrevocable. Our civilization has indeed fallen into decay. That is exactly why humans have regained their vitality. They have worked together to overcome all these difficult problems. Look around the world, it's fucked! Stop! Daughter, there is no need for excessive interference. Daisy! Daisy! Technicians at the time planned to reopen the project after the environment was stabilized. They must have had an independent AI at the nervous terminal, keeping things under control there. Both Demi and I were negligent. We ignored this ancient facility, because it was unrelated to our official tasks. All efforts were put into starting Zelen. Daughter was forgotten. Ren, when we shut down Nervous, a signal must have been sent to Daughter. Woke. Must have been sent, and Daughter woke. Alright, so that's dead. Next! Was Daughter referenced in the previous games? I mean, it's a cool little story bit. Great for a side mission. Oh, I see what you're saying. So instead of Ren, they were trying to rename him. They were saying his old name. Gotcha, gotcha. So they did not get all the stuff translated. Well, that happens. Interesting, though. Maybe that's actually Ren's name all along. Alright, am I missing a fifth character somewhere? Yeah, I remember that part. Yes, calling the big overarching AI Mother was pretty popular. Cool. What's this? Are these more of your spare parts, Ren? It appears. I don't believe it. This is a positron bolt unit? Huh? This is a powerful weapon developed for attacking space fortresses. A 10-second burst could even destroy Zelen. Wow, imagine the power of this unit. It is so small. Yes, under normal circumstances, I would prefer to avoid using such a weapon. But unfortunately, in this situation, I have no choice. I shall install it. Ren? Device installation complete. Positron bolt now ready for use. Nice! Ah, has the big guns. Well, I think that's everything in here. I thought I had better armor than that. I ignored it, so I will check it out. You're right. I should do that. Woo, more levels. Yeah, see? It's not as good as the guard armor. That was fun. I'm glad I got a chance to do that dungeon. So is there another character that I'm missing right now, like an optional thing that I just didn't talk to? Or am I going to get the last one through story? Last one could be at the freaking Escape Manor or the Eclipse Manor, probably. Probably get her back or something, which would be nice. I'd like to have the healer again. That appears to be all the missions. Yeah, I came to this a bit later, so... I was kind of ignoring the missions because I didn't finish the dog one. I'm glad I went and did these, though. It's good to do the extra content, you know? Don't want to ignore it. And I could warp out, but I'm fighting for the XP. That's pretty decent XP in here. Yep, so that's an extra day that we did stuff. And I mean, if I hadn't done this, I would not have learned of the greatness that is the Life Deleter. That might be my new favorite name for an enemy in any JRPG. Glad I did it when I did, then. Thanks for letting me know. Because I got the weapon out of it, at least. How many charges does he have, I wonder? One. Yeah, let's see what it does. Cool. Big AoE. Life Deleter. Now, why is it green when it hits Rika? No, it's going to be Friday, because my time's almost up today. Have a good one. Yeah, hope to see you then. Alright, talk to the old man again. Oh, you've beaten the control of those machines. It must be true. We don't see those machines anymore. Good job. There's no doubt of your skill. You'll find your compensation at the guild. Go to the guild, rest, and then that'll be it for tonight. Good job! Congratulations on driving away those machines. The commission fee of 80,000 Masadas just arrived. Here it is. The things we do seem to have consequence all over the place. We need to watch what we do and don't do, Chaz. I'm sorry to say that there are no jobs yet. That might just be all of them. Alright, gonna rest, and then tomorrow we hit the Eclipse, or not tomorrow, Friday, we hit the Eclipse Manor. Look at that, 3 levels for Chaz in there. Heck yeah. No, I truly enjoy this game. I am really enjoying this game. I'm glad it's available again. And so far it's a good cap of the trilogy. Like, I didn't even realize that Phantasy Star was a trilogy. Yes, 2, 3, and 4. What about the first one? I didn't realize they had this much connection between them, even though they are individual stories. It's a lot of fun. I can see why these had cult status. I really can. The other ones were a little bit iffy, but this one's tying things together nicely. At any rate, I will be back Friday, hopefully to try to finish it by then. Until then, take care, Internet, and enjoy the games you play.